Hello, movers and shakers. It's Jay Burnham with the Real Jay Burnham Show. And how the heck are you guys today? Today we're going to be talking about how to commit sales suicide. I mean, it's really pretty simple. This is going to be a real simple one. Hopefully, there's a lot of ways you could commit sales suicide. But I was on the forums the other day. I was on a couple Facebook groups, and this guy comes out and he said he had this situation where he was talking to a customer about doing a move, and the customer said to this mover, you're way more expensive and blah blah blah, and I got somebody that will do it at X price. And rightly or wrongly, the mover was right in what he said, but he said to the customer, he goes, well, I don't know how they could do it at X amount of price. They can't do it. They can't be a legal licensed and insured mover if they're doing it for such a inexpensive and cheap rate. It's just impossible. There's no way. And the customer's like, well, they've done it for me before, blah, blah, blah. And I've heard that same thing, and I've done the same thing as this mover. But what got me thinking is, from all the stuff I've been studying, is that is very bad. You're committing sales suicide. You're being argumentative with the customer. And the first time you start getting in an argument with the customer is going to fall back and hold his position, and he's going to dig into his situation far, far more than he ever would, creating a situation that is almost impenetrable for you to get through. The customer's sales resistance is going to be a brick wall about 20 miles thick at this point. So, starting an argument with the customer is just bad. You're committing sales suicide. You might as well just stop and say, you know what, you're right. Good. I wish you the best of luck. And a lot of times, that is actually what you need to do. Sometimes you say, well, you know what, I'm sorry that's, you just basically got to go, you know what, sir, you know what, if that's the case, if this guy's doing it, I certainly hope that he'll give you the best service that you deserve. We are a lot different than some of these other low cost, low rate movers. We are professionally licensed and insured, and I would punch that. We are licensed and insured movers. You might find that with some of these lower costs that's not true. I'm not saying they're bad movers, but we are professional movers that have been into the field for 10 and some years. We've moved people all over the country successfully. We've gotten over 10,000, 100,000, or whatever it is miles under our belt, and we've been in business for 10 years. We're licensed and insured. We've been endorsed by the Chamber of Commerce, the Better Business Bureau, the Women's Council of Realtors, and so on and so forth. We have been here to do it, and we know how to get your move done. Are we a little bit more expensive than the guys you're talking about? Maybe so. I don't know. But I do know that you get what you pay for in the moving industry. And then just concentrate on the sizzle of your business and why your business is different and superior to the person who's cheap that the person really wants to think. They're calling you because they're interested in your services, right? They might have used these other companies and maybe they wouldn't have done it. And go, well, did they do a good job for you? Well, did they do the job that you were expecting? Well, I really could have used, I really wish they would have done X or Y or Z. Well, you know what? You're in luck because that's what we specialize in. This is what we can do for you. And we're not going to skimp on our price because we know that our services are worth the amount that we're charging. You could be charged far more than what we're charging, but we're not going to skip on our services. We're going to do what we say we're going to do, and we're going to make this job as stress-free, as hassle-free, as painless as possible for you because you're our customer. We work for you. It is our job to make you happy. You can get these other people, and maybe they'll do a great job, or maybe you won't. That is really up to you. And just you kind of really have to punch up why your business deserves and is worthy of a higher price. Because believe it or not, people there are some people that hire movers or hire any company just based solely on price. And there's no way you're going to win those things. If you're in the middle or you're at the top, there's just no way they're going to go for the bottom. And that's just the way it is. But then there's those guys who are like reaching. They're interested. So if you punch what your business is and you give them the benefits of your business, basically you take them, you crush the middle, you take them from where they are to where they want to be, and you agitate that center. You can really get this, you can really pump up things. It says, what if I were to tell you I could get your move done with 3 guys, I could get your move in about 8 hours, saving you about, I don't know, about another 3 or 4 hours from these other guys, as well as get, well, yeah, that, I would like that. What if I were to say that I will throw in a few extra thises and that's just to make the pot a little sweeter? Or that we will go out of our way to make sure that, this is how we're going to package up your belongings, or this is how we're going to use boxes to protect you, or we're going to give you this or that, right? You don't want to cut your prices. Do not discount your prices. But you can give extra services. You can go over and above, right? So you can give exchange in abundance. You can give service in abundance, right? And that is the key, giving service in abundance. You got these guys who are low cost movers, and no matter what, they're going to get the guys who just want to just get the cheapest move. And that's just the way it is. And you know what? They're never going to amount to much, because they're never going to make the profit margin that they need to build and scale up. So you're always going to have the bottom feeders. Your job is to sell your services of why you deserve and why you're worthy of your prices. Don't ever skimp on your prices, but give service in abundance. Okay? Don't give anything away free, but give your stuff in abundance. Right? If they ask for a 2-man crowd, put a 3rd guy on it. That kind of thing. If they ask for 3, put a 4th guy, right? If it looks marginal and you charge in one thing, get an extra truck there. Whatever it takes. But don't discount your services, right? Just don't discount them. Stay true to your service. I can't tell you how many jobs I've won by just sticking to my prices. I've had guys call me up, well, can you do a better price? And I'm like, nope, this is the best I can, and I'm not going to cut it. And I've had people go, well, okay, I'll do it. Because they want that. They don't want somebody who's going to just keep discounting and cut rating themselves. Because if you're a cut rate mover, you're going to be a cut rate service. And that's what they're thinking in their heads. Subliminally, subconsciously, that's what they're thinking. Well, if I can cut this down, then his services must not be really worth such and such a cost. He might not say that vocally and on purpose, but that's what they're thinking. So never discount your services. You're worth it. You should have the pricey thing. Just give service in abundance. Make sure you give the best service at the time, and just go from there, right? But never, ever, ever make your customer wrong or argue with your customer. The moment you do that, you're committing sales suicide. You might as well just shut up and say, you know what, sir, I wish you the best of luck. These guys are the, if that's what you want to do, I wish you the best of luck. If anything happens, give me a call. I can maybe come out and help and fix up if they do anything wrong. But you don't want to get into the situation where you're being argumentative with your customer, saying, well, no, he's not licensed and insured, and you're blah, blah, blah. And you don't want to start making your competition wrong, because some people are going to fight that. They're going to start arguing with that, right? So don't make your customers wrong, even if they are rogue movers, even if they're illegal movers. You don't want to bash your customers you don't want to bash your competition to the customers, but bash your competition to other movers or everything, all you want outside of that, but never to your customers, right? Never do it publicly, okay? Keep it to yourself. Be true to who you are, and you'll do fine. But if you want to commit sales suicide, argue with your customer and tell your customer that they're wrong. That is the perfect way to get bad reviews, bad reputation, no sales, and your company going down. There. Hopefully that'll help you. Maybe this isn't great or not. Maybe I'm giving you a couple sales tips that will help you out. I hope so. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share this with all your family and friends. And don't forget, subscribe to this channel. It's a button right down there. There's a little bell icon. Hit that, and you will be notified every time I upload a video. Okay, guys, thank you so much. You have a great day. Bye-bye.